All right, folks. I'm waiting for things to work. I'm trying to get the chat overlay to work, and it's not right now. I don't know what to do. Hello, Green Army. Uh, and right now my second monitor isn't working, so I can't even get around it. So bear with me 2 minutes. Uh, hello, hello. Hi, Alex. How's it going? All right. Scene collection. Appearance. Chat size. Aha! That does not do me anything. That just moves it. Enable overlays. It's good. Krieg, I'm finishing setting up. I'm trying to fix up my chat thing so I can actually see what people are saying. Um, yeah. So I'm start in 3 minutes, guys. So I'm just trying to figure this thing out. Overlays. That does not do me anything. Okay, scene collection. Hotkeys. Show me the chat. Can I just pop it out? It doesn't. Studio mode, no. Just bear with me 3 seconds, guys. I know. Speed it up, old man. I want to be able to interact with y'all. It's kind of like the big thing. Let's turn off studio mode. Dashboard, get help settings. I want ultra. Is the streamer new? Kind of. I mean, ever since HackLK took my account and made me wipe everything, I'm in kind of a bit of a mess. Alright, so we adjust this. That should be fine. Let me just... Whoops. Let me just try and play with one more toggle, and then if it works, it works, and if not, I will come up with a solution, which might be a little bit weird. But we're going to make it work while I figure this thing out. Let me try one more hotkey fix. F12.
That's the thing.
Yeah. All right. Okay, that's how that screenshot takes. That doesn't help me, but it is recognizing the key. Oh, it's because of a Discord toggle. Let me see if I can. It's because I have two toggles going. Hello, Dave. All right, so we're gonna set it up this way. We're gonna play this thing a little weird and a little fun.
Go ahead.
So sorry in advance.
Ow.
All right, we're going
Do
on
the stream whenever you're set.
So I'm set. It's just I can't see chat. So that's
Huh?
really kind of it, but everything else is good to go.
You can't see chat?
Can't see chat. It's a personal issue. Like it's same with my
Okay.
Streamlabs.
Oh yeah, and you're like very off center.
Am I?
Or well, you're actually on center, but you're not centered in the overlay.
Oh, See? This is why we do these things. This is why.
No, you want to move the screen. Actually, you're making the overlay.
I know. I
Go
keep
somewhere else.
clicking it, and it
When the
keeps. All right. Let me just lock the overlay and let's move view capture.
Here
There
you
we
go.
go. Shrink this thing down a smidgen.
Perfect.
Quite. All right, cool. So now I can see chat because I have the app on my phone.
Screen manager.
Yeah, just having all sorts of fun. There we go. That looks good. All right, our experts have Mumbai as the slight favorites here.
Let's see the screen.
So yeah, we just need the Discord stream.
Yeah. Oh, I need to share my screen. Sorry.
Yeah, that's what I meant from the start. Sorry.
Okay, cool.
There we go. Pop that out.
That's really good.
So it's going to take a minute for it to load for the first time because since it's
It's a
resetting my
streamer
computer,
new.
none of the team information is in there, so it's going to take a second.
Yeah.
Considering I got started on time, I'm really impressed with me. I just want to say that.
That's fair.
Oh,
Yeah.
hold on. See, this is why we gotta stop this game and start over.
Why?
Because it's 10-minute quarters.
Oh, that's right.
And
I have
as
to get
fun as that is,
the
yeah, we're gonna do it right. Like, it kept all the other access settings right, so I'm not really worried about that. Which is kind of fun.
Well, the timing's probably because the last thing you.
Oh, I know exactly what it's from.
Yeah.
It's from the Pro Bowl. But I just was really impressed that I didn't have to reset everything from resetting my computer.
I downloaded Access on a new computer, and the settings were there.
I know. So cloud saving is amazing.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Now 5 minutes. All right, let's try this again. I need to plug in my phone so I can actually read chat. Otherwise, this is going to be a very bad time. Lose the something for a second. Now I've got it back. I don't know what I unplugged. That's a problem for future me.
Alright, here we go.
It's
Cut out the box. And what's up with the Eagles in the ball first? The stuff that's playing gold line. First and 10 from the Eagles. Came to me. Thank you.
AWFM, you're sounding a little garbled. I don't know if that's me or if that's something else. Dave, is he sounding okay to you?
Austin on the outside, gonna pick up 7.
We said some stuff.
Yeah, because I'm like I can hear that you're talking. I just can't actually make out the words for some reason.
Mr. Austin again. Ford momentum might have him near the line. No.
Things, you know. Oh. That sound better?
It sounds like
Panda
you're in a
Jr. on the
tin
end
can.
around is gonna get the first.
What?
So I can make out the words better, but it sounds like you're in a tin can.
I mean, you got some tries on my phone.
There's under pressure, takes the hit, stays up, gonna take off.
I'm gonna switch to my phone real quick.
Okay.
Should have 5. Yep. Smithers looking. Gonna go short to Fensterhausen.
That's Smithers at quarterback. Pretty good.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Ensterhouse made a
Fensterhouse.
huge run there.
Yes, sir. He's gonna be the premier back early on.
Who's the user for Fensterhouse?
Someone that we might know.
Is
Oh
it-
no, I think this is Dom's friend. I
Oh,
believe.
nice. Love to see new folks coming in and taking the league by storm. As Smithers goes down, and this time it's DeLuca who gets him.
Do I sound better?
Way better.
Yes.
So it's an issue with my laptop.
It's, I don't know.
All
Oh,
right.
this stupid bank.
Good throw there. 1st and 10 for the Eagles.
Fensterhausen again.
For about 5, for about 4, or yeah, 4.
Fensterhausen
Oh.
averaging just about 6
You know what?
yards a carry.
I saw you talking about John Cobb today. I should have
Oh,
got him on
fumble.
our team.
Oh, Linebot got it.
Oh, yeah, no, good call. I flipped on that. I kind of
No,
got
that's okay.
focused on.
I will do that for Friday.
Or we
Get
could get him on either
ready.
the seahorse or the zebras.
Let's see. The
In the first, no score.
Zebras do need some offense.
Put him on the zebras. And I'll get him in the game right now.
Yeah, but what if he
Oh, yeah,
if he's
it'd be
not
straight
available to
55s.
update this minute?
Yeah. No, never mind. Well, this is why we have preseason, folks.
Yeah.
2nd and 8 for the
But I do
Eagles.
believe I wanted to put him there anyways. Let me.
Did
take
the
a
other guy
closer
create,
look.
by the way?
Zach.
What was that?
Did the other guy
Lawrence
create?
got him.
Who's the other guy?
The one who joined earlier today?
Oh no, BCY Jordan is the
3rd and
last
15 for the
user
Eagles.
I have.
They gotta run it. They get close, but they're
Okay,
they're
I
gonna
did lie.
have to kick.
I did lie to you.
Normal stuff.
It's normal, yes.
And it is good
Oh,
for
that's,
the Eagles.
I don't know how to say his name, but Psychro?
Oh, they did.
Psychro
They did create. Sweet.
is Fensterhausen. Yeah.
Hope
And
he
Rojas with a good
bounces
return.
off a tackle and gets 22. All right. 1st and 10 for the Tigers. Jones will hand off to Rogias, who gets the view. Gets him 2nd and 5.
He is going to be a zebra regardless.
We give it to Rogias again. He gets close to a 1st down. 3rd and 1. I think that's how I pronounce his name. I might be wrong.
Of course, it's the other team with a Cobb on it already.
No.
Oh, he gets the 1st down.
But it's okay. Only the first name really gives us problems.
Yeah.
1st and 10 for the Tigers.
My wife has Creed stuck in her head and is texting me Creed lyrics, guys.
Oh, no.
It's kind of random.
Which song is it?
6 feet.
Okay.
So far,
Did
it's
you-
going to run.
Did you ever see Creed shreds early in
Oh.
the YouTube days?
No.
Jackson with a tackle
Okay.
for loss.
Very good.
And look
3rd
at that
and 8
beautiful
for the
face, Joe.
Tigers.
Can we just appreciate that beauty that is that face, Jen?
Yes, sir.
I need to get mine.
So be sure to get your face
Yeah,
gens in.
yeah.
As it
Fumble,
is a
and it's
fumble and a
recovered by the
recovery
other
by
team.
Alex Stain, who I know is in the chat. and he's got to be excited with that.
David Jones needs to throw at some point.
You don't. Wait. No, you do have some targets. It's the zebras who
Yeah.
don't have any targets.
I do have over 80 accuracy, to be fair.
So, fun fact: accuracy and strength are both like super important. And I know that it sounds like there's one that's actually more important, but there isn't. Because if you just
Uh,
accuracy, you are actually
I
more likely
agree
to
to
throw picks.
I agree to a
Oh.
point. Like, I,
Oh, he
I
had to
think
throw
once
that
you
one
hit like
away.
the 85-90 range of power, you probably want to go more for accuracy.
Probably, but the problem is, and here's kind of it. If you, this is kind of the weird thing of Axis quarterbacks. If you focus accuracy and don't focus power, and granted, you need both. If you focus accuracy and don't focus power, you're going to throw a lot more picks. But if you focus power rather than accuracy, you're going to throw a lot more off-target throws and incompletions.
So it's a weird balancing act.
Yeah, it is.
That is interesting. I think Joao last season, he had a lot more
That's
accuracy
good.
than he had power. I think he did really good with balancing that.
Yeah,
And I'll probably put more in power soon.
probably. But it's kind of interesting because you look at like Sebastian Breadbasket. He had one of the highest accuracy of any quarterbacks in the majors for the past 2 seasons. And until last season, his power didn't really follow it. And so as a result, when he went up against a team like the Frost Giants, he threw something like 5 interceptions and lost them a playoff game.
All right, Dave Jones about to pass.
Great
Incomplete.
throw and just wide receiver couldn't get there. Maybe it was tight end.
Yeah, I need to put up Jones's face gen soon.
Yeah, do it. As soon as you do it, I can get it in the
It's
game.
incomplete.
If you want me to edit it or anything, let me know. I've been doing like sig stuff, sig type stuff.
Rojas
my
blocked by his own fullback. And so Spain is going to get the TFL.
This is not good.
I mean, it's preseason. And
I know. I know. I'm just. I know.
here's the other thing I would keep in mind. The Tigers have one of my favorite Dev League championship runs of any team, putting up 3 wins in the regular season before winning it all. uh, like, as much as like a bad game sucks, like the Dev League, there is so much more course correction with people joining that like if you get your updates done and you get people at the very end, it's not going to make any difference.
Intercepted.
As Lawrence gets a pick there.
I think he read that all the way.
Absolutely. So I wouldn't lose too much sleep over like an early game. I wouldn't even lose sleep over like the first 3 weeks of games.
Yeah, I'm not.
And
I'm not
we're
so
in
angry
preseason
with
right
this.
now, so I mean,
Yeah.
this is extra no worry time. Yeah.
This
I
is
think
just have
Jones
fun,
has
play
the
memes.
throwing is. Feels like Jones is trying his best, but his receivers ain't catching him.
TFL is the same as a sack, right? No. So a TFL is when you hit the quarterback. A TFL is when you hit the running back or a wide receiver behind the line of scrimmage. A sack is when you hit the quarterback. My guy is fired.
And it's weird because if a quarterback scrambles, then it's maybe considered a sack or a tackle for loss. I'm not sure.
It's usually a sack still, unless it's a designed run, which it almost never is.
It's weird.
Yeah. The thing is, there aren't enough designed runs for me to make any statement, but I'd say if you get the quarterback, it's a sack, and if you don't, it's a TFL.
Yeah.
That's fair. Green
Oh,
Army,
he breaks off a tackle.
a little bit of editing to yours, like just to make it a little less blurry and more contrast. But I
I
want to
like
see
the
what you come
Tigers
up with.
uniforms at least. Oh,
I
he
love
almost had the
all the
first
Dev.
down.
You did so good with the Dev League uniforms.
Well, thank you.
It's basically the Bengals uniform, but
Kinda.
What
Doesn't
else are
have
you
the
gonna do
stripes
with
on
a
the helmet
Tiger
in the
team?
same way.
Certainly not the work. We've seen worse QB performances, to be fair.
Oh yeah. And Jackson, he's going to take it all the
Oh,
way.
yeah, he is. He's gone.
Punt return touchdown
Archie.
for not
Oh
Dash
You
boy.
rarely
Jackson.
see those in Dev.
Who is Jackson?
That's Starchy.
Ah, that's Starchy.
And that punt return
No.
touchdown,
What's
that
their first
player
name? Because all I'm
whisked
seeing is
that
Dash.
that counted. I mean,
You
in terms
don't
of
need
it
my.
being preseason.
Yeah. See, you don't need my guy. I mean, Krieg, I'm going to challenge that. If your guy doesn't
Still, it's
throw it downfield and get
still
it to
ill.
them, then
I
that
don't know.
punt
I
doesn't
don't know
go
what I'm
as
talking
far and
about.
force them to punt it shorter for a kick for a punt return touchdown.
That's true.
It's all butterfly effect, man. It's all butterfly effect.
Nice. Why don't you go back to
And
watching
another
balls?
technical
Okay.
loss. This is why, remember, you gotta do your updates, people.
See, I think Smithers is sitting there on the sideline, like, is going, see, you don't need me. And I'm going to prove how much you don't need me in this game. Because when push comes to shove and it's a close game, then you need me.
Right.
It's instilling a false sense of security in the rest of the team, building up confidence. A true team leader.
All right, kick. He's gonna take it out from the 30 something.
Are we going to see back to back?
Oh my
No.
god.
I'll take that as a yes.
Yes,
It's a
yes, we
yes.
did. If you have the team's confidence early in the preseason, then you can capitalize on it. Truth that Smitty Smitters is a true team leader, guys.
Krieg, I do have an important question though.
Hi, Calliope.
Do you think that you could stop the stats team from doing their job so that I'm just the leader of goals in goals?
It's a good plan.
I think
You
so.
know, I'm in goals. That's why the season's gonna take so long.
Are you still GMing a team there, Dave?
Yeah, I own a team there.
What's up, Calliope? Nope, just
Oh,
gonna jump on the
Jones
channel.
decided to do something with his feet.
I'm
Now we're gonna take a
Hey,
picture
if the
of the
throwing's not
screen
working,
setup
let's
so
try
this way
that.
everyone can see.
No, you're stuck.
There we go.
Second and 3 for the Tigers.
I don't know if
I'm
y'all can
stuck at
hear
the top.
Calliope purring.
That's where I want to be stuck. That's the point. I want to be
Right.
stuck where I am.
He gets about a yard or a couple.
Yeah, I will
What team
feed
do
you
you
soon.
own, Dave?
What was
In
that?
goals. What team do you own in goals?
Oh,
Sinners?
Albuquerque Pharaohs.
I gotcha. If we see a third one, I don't. It's gonna be funny.
I'm super pumped that they drafted
We're gonna see
me.
3 in a row! Hat trick,
Oh my god,
baby!
3. Oh my god.
This is wild. This is truly one of the wilder games. My favorite game was, I think, another Dev League preseason where we're saying, like, 14-21, but all of it was scored on defense and special teams.
I don't know what that laugh was. That was an inhuman noise that just came out of me.
And we are in the fourth quarter. The guy doesn't even know what an offense is anymore. Yeah, but the game is won on the special teams, so it all works out. Special team and defense. Oh, you leaving me, Calliope? You're upset that it's dinner time and
Yeah, now that you're off the team, PCast, they figured they'd do all right.
By the way, I want to be very clear about PCast's comment. They actually aren't having more offensive success. 3 of those 4 touchdowns have come from special teams. Let's stop here for a second. They've had 3 punt return touchdowns.
All right. You get about 5 yards there. Let's be clear. I've seen a quarterback throw 6 picks, so I've seen worse.
Oh, we've all seen worse. Smitty Smithers has been doing just enough to keep the team alive, and it is showing off. I just realized something. Red Panda Jr. and Smitty Smithers Jr. being on the same team is fantastic. Their 2 previous players for each of them were rivals at linebacker. So it's great to see them working together.
Yeah.
Red Panda was a DB.
DB.
But Blitzkrieg was an OB.
Yeah.
They just had a rivalry in general.
Yeah. Things you love to see. And Smithers throws a touchdown. Rainbows it over the defender's head. And he proves that he is worth it.
The DB almost had that, though.
I did drop a very normal take.
That could have been a pick six.
That Eagles are the team to beat. And that's because almost all of their team is updated. I think let's
What's amazing is I randomize how I give teams out. So the fact that the Eagles have
you did really well because when you actually did it, only you gave each team 3 active players.
Huh. So I did perfectly.
So it was great. It's just now the Eagles have 6 instead of
3.
Well, all right. Looks like Dome's completed a pass for 3 yards.
Only two of their 8 haven't updated.
That's why you got to update.
Oh, believe me, I got on.
Oh, it's caught by Rojas.
Danny Rojas.
Rojas, excuse me.
Have you ever seen Ted Lasso?
No.
Ah, okay. It's based on a character from Ted Lasso.
Gotcha.
Football is life.
Deep pass, incomplete.
You just need some faster wide receivers, and you are set.
I gotta go. I'll be right back.
By Rojas. Oh, and Rojas is doing things at least.
Yeah. Let's see if the Tigers can put some points on the board. Quick throw here to Canada.
Caught by
Canady?
Canada. Timeout by the Tigers.
A little early on the timeout call, but here we are. Jones under pressure, stays up, decides he's just going to tuck and run with it. Gets a first down. He's going to the end zone.
First down. Just do it yourself, buddy.
Sometimes it works. Mumbai is on the board. Probably not enough to come up with a 28-point deficit in 2 minutes and 11 seconds. But nonetheless, it's got to feel good to score.
At least it won't be a shutout. That's what we got to focus on.
Absolutely.
Jones finally realizes to probably throw this running back more.
Yeah. Well, it's okay. I mean, Dave and I will definitely also help out GMs with like strategy based on sort of their player personnel and what they have.
Yeah, it's kind of weird that every time QB avoids a sack, it feels like they scramble.
They do. They always do. Um,
And
I've
a
talked to
lot of the
Danny
time
about
it
that.
works.
I mean, it works 50% of the time.
50% of the time it works all the time.
Absolutely.
And he'll get the first down.
They will, and I
This will
think
get
that's
now
going to
ice.
end the game.
Yep. Other than that one pick, the Eagles had a pretty good game.
Eagles look really solid. That special teams is going to be a force to reckon with.
Yeah. Who's that punt returner for them?
Starchy's character, something Jackson, starts with a D but isn't Dash.
Was his previous create Dash?
No, Dash Jackson's my running back.
I gotcha.
So it better not be him. Okay, let's
Game
just
MVPs.
appreciate this. I'm taking a screenshot of that. Because Jackson is not only the offensive player of the game, but also the defensive player of the game because of the kick returns. That's
Yeah.
amazing.
Oh, they scored. That's good. I like to see that.
Yeah. But Dave, look at the game MVPs for a second. Daniel Jackson,
Yeah.
thank you.
Oh wait, I've never seen that.
I know, I got a screenshot.
You guys. Okay, good.
Yeah. It's pretty wild. Good night, Krieg.
All right. What's the next game?
Next game is Zebras and Seahorse.
Seahorses.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which one of those players? Which one of those teams have no targets?
Dave,
What?
which
No
team?
targets, zebras.
Oh, so this ought to be fun.
This ought to be fun. Oh, that's cool.
They have a quarterback, a D line, and a DB.
Yep. Or maybe I'm being too harsh.
Ooh, hey, I mean, we just saw what can happen on special teams, so that can be something.
Yeah. All
Hey,
right.
one person did say zebras.
Zebras, I mean, it's still a decent shot. What stadium we're doing? All right. I will be back in 30 seconds. I gotta, well, let me fix the camera and then I'm gonna feed the cats.
All right. Yeah, feed my dogs as soon as I'm done with this.
They've got, zebras have water bottle. They can do this.
But I'll be right back. I gotta feed my dog.
All right.
Sure. I'm here.
Dave
I'm
will be
here, guys.
alone.
Don't worry.
You gonna be good alone in the booth, or should I wait for WFM to get back?
I think I will.
All right, cool. I'll be back in like a minute. Take long to feed.
I think I can handle it as soon as I tag the teams. So that someone wants to hang out with me because everyone's leaving me. Sit deep, gonna hand off to water bottle. Doesn't have the speed to really get anywhere. Cran water.
All right, I'm back. First and third and 18 for the zebras. Ooh, caught by going for the first down.
Yeah, the whole team has no speed. You're very right. But they could do something on defense.
Hey, how important is awareness for a QB?
I mean, power, accuracy, and awareness are your three big ones. I would say they're
Gotcha.
each individually just as important as the other.
Good to know. Thank you.
You,
And he
you
is
know,
set.
awareness is really play read.
Corona Water. Corona Water.
Sit deep looking. Gonna
It's caught by
find Golden.
but it's not going to be
Brings up
enough for the
four.
first.
Right. That's.
Watch another punt return touch.
I mean, you can say it that way, E. I'm fine with you saying that. I think it's
And
the queen attribute as opposed to the king attribute of speed.
all right, first and 10 for the Seahorses.
And Warwick
Oh, he
avoids
avoids
a
the sack
sack,
and
but
got
can't
moved.
avoid the second one from the DL.
Jojo freak.
Freak got freaky. Maybe that's not funny to me. Second and 14 for the Seahorses. Ooh, that DL. Yeah, I can see. He's 3rd and 11 for the Seahorses.
And finds
Finds
Caught
Barr
Barr.
by,
for the first.
caught by Barr for the first down. All right, first and 10 at 45. Some movement there. Ooh, what a play by Freak. Second and 11 for the Seahorses. Boy, they get it off before the time runs out. 2, they get it off. And it's intercepted. They wish they dance.
And Cobb does some breakdancing.
What? Breakdance.
Yeah, that is a taunting, unsportsmanlike conduct, 5-yard penalty.
Looked like he was
Definitely
auditioning
have.
for Australia's breakdance team.
You know, that's I'll be honest, since they play for Cape Town, I don't think he is legally allowed to do that because of the rivalry between South Africa, New Zealand, and Australia.
Also, the name Cobb just reminds me of Randall Cobb.
I think corn.
Indeed.
Who I remember because he was a Kentucky player.
That would do it. I mean, I remember him because I spent time in. He played for the Packers, didn't he?
Yep.
He did.
I'm not losing my mind. Okay. This water
His
bottle.
first
Nowhere
first
to go.
game with the Packers, he returned a punt for a touchdown as a
Right.
rookie.
Best product out of Kentucky until the other Josh Allen came around.
Absolutely.
Ooh, what a coffin.
Great call there from their punter.
By the other Josh Allen, I mean the one in Jacksonville.
Yeah, no. Not the quarterback who went to Wyoming. And Warwick avoids the safety, but just
Barely.
barely.
I have bad news for you, Noel.
Oh no.
All right, so
Noel is
got some room.
deep,
Got some room. He's
as
going to get
known
the
as
first and
the
more.
Zebras quarterback.
He gets
You
the first and more
don't have
down
any
to
targets.
3-1.
He doesn't have
No
any
one
targets
was
yet.
covering that side.
Well, none of his receivers have speed.
Are they still in the server?
Yes.
And it's on the GM to remind them. I'll remind Max to remind them.
I was gonna say, yeah, I've tagged. I haven't seen Max in a bit.
He messaged me yesterday. He wanted to make sure it was real LK and not hack LK.
All right. First and 10 for the Seahorses. Been a bit of a defensive battle here so far.
I did just get you a vet of the league though, who is a wide receiver. So next game you'll have a couple targets at the very least.
We hit the
Give me
2-minute
a
warning, and
warning.
Bard gets the first. Didn't Bard leave the server?
Yes.
So we should. Okay. We should probably mark him as LS. Per team.
Yes. Yes. Never say never though. No, I would say never at that. And knowing what happened, I would say never.
All right, 1st and 10 for the Seahorses.
That was
That was the Maroons owner.
the Maroons guy, yeah.
Oh yeah, and he was weird.
As Warwick goes down. Freak again.
Indeed, the Mottsville Maroons, yeah.
It's sort of like shows us the same problem the San Jose SaberCats have in the SCFL in terms of questionable legality.
Yeah. At least having made two of their logos, which were unique, at least they had a unique logo. Like, the Maroons logo is just a star. It's boring.
There's an M. There's a big M, right?
Yeah, it was an M. It wasn't even a star. There's no
Still
personality.
don't have a score here, but they pin him at the 9.
Now it all comes together. The All-Pro
Yeah.
2K8. Huge stop there. Indeed,
Yep.
Noel.
I also like if you
Complete.
want to be, I don't know, if you want to be part of the league, I feel like
Yeah,
taking the open positions is probably the way you do that. Instead
I
of
don't
being like,
think-
yeah, no, I want to own this team, and that's the only way I'll be involved.
Absolutely.
I feel like if you're
McCaz
gonna be
is-
in this league, you should at least have a player.
Yeah, McCav's throwing up his hands like he's surprised he got the ball, both tossed to him and caught.
That'd be me as a receiver.
The heck am
That's
I supposed to
surprised
do
I
with
caught
this? He's thinking.
Just
Incomplete.
notice Chuck's number is 0,
Yeah.
just like
David
the points on
Jones
the
is-
board for both teams.
Is it possible to change your player number? Because David
Yeah.
Jones is still 99.
Yeah, what do you want it to be?
Just let
Um,
me
You
know.
can change it
9.
right now.
Okay. I have the
Yeah.
bank open even.
You just can't
'Cause,
be number 4.
9 is Burrow's number.
Yep. He said number 9.
Perfect.
It's just weird seeing a QB wear 99.
I mean,
Hey.
that's true.
We don't
At the same
We don't have
time,
any requirements.
you can change the way that people expect. You could be the best quarterback number 99.
Yeah, but it's weird to
You'd
me.
also be the
maybe.
worst quarterback number 99, but statistics are irrelevant.
I mean, if you think there probably was a QB who wore 99 way back in the old
We the
old
first
days.
triple OT game at 0-0.
No, it will not. If it is, let me tell you about the pain in the rain, folks.
The what?
So, Season 1 of SCFSL 1.0, Week 2, the pain in the rain, 7 overtimes, 0-0.
Oh my god.
As soon as I saw season 1 1.0, I'm like, this is gonna be good.
Yeah, it was wild because the running backs couldn't run, the quarterbacks couldn't throw, and the kickers couldn't kick. It was fantastic. And the best part is like, the AI has come a long way. So, the AI
know.
for Axis 2019 would kick a field goal from 35 yards out, regardless of kick power. No, 45 yards out, regardless of kick power, which neither of those teams' kickers had.
Yeah.
So they were just
You said week 2 of
missing
season 1, so they
these.
barely have any TPE, so it is.
Yeah. And because this is
Did you-
1.0, this wasn't the 50 TPE to start. It wasn't like any of the upfront TPE. They were basically all slightly better 55s.
Yeah.
It was miserable, and we were just losing our minds.
Did you end up calling an audible to end it?
No, because we needed the stats.
So you just ended it there?
Yeah, you have to let it.
Well,
play all
no,
the way
actually,
through
because its stats are still
the
manual,
stats.
so we could have, but we weren't going to.
Oh, that's true.
Zach, by
What teams was it? Do you
It
remember?
was the Vipers and either I can look it up. It was either the Vipers and the Aliens or the Rush.
Good.
Oh yeah, the rush.
Let's
Oh,
go for
we had a
8OT,
surprise
boys.
visit from the Rush for the Dev Prospect game
Yeah, the
with
Toronto
the
Rush.
versus the Lions. Third and a mile.
Third and a mile.
I've always had an idea if I was going to make an expansion team, I'd put it in Louisville, but I've had to put it in a city that's not in the U.S. I might chose Jamaica.
Jamaica would be a fun place. I always think that we need more international teams. I'm going to push for, if we expand to international waters, because
Yeah,
we need more of those.
Having
We-
conferences again would be cool.
either Jamaica or like somewhere in Ireland.
Ireland would be fun.
There you go.
Oh, breaking a tackle. There goes Barr. Yeah, first down and more.
Can he get in field goal range?
Really pouring out there.
Let me guess. It was raining during the pain and the rain.
Oh yeah. Sorry, I didn't make that clear. Yes, it was absolutely raining, which made everything worse. Because not only could the quarterbacks not throw and the receivers couldn't catch, and we didn't have custom playbooks. We didn't have custom sliders. So the AI was like abandoning the run to try and score. In overtime, with quarterbacks who couldn't throw.
I
Yeah.
never thought I'd be appreciative of this AI.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
amazing how far it's come.
Hero ball?
Hero Ball
I
was
miss Hero Ball.
wild.
Incomplete. 4th and 9.
Hero Ball
They
was
do
the
not
moment
need
you
a
were
non-field goal range.
down by 15 or more points, you just started chucking it and abandoning the run altogether. Which
Is
works
that
really
where
well.
Space Raid
Oof.
came from? Like, did you guys see Did you guys see Hero Ball and you were like, want to make a playbook that is Hero Ball?
No. So Space Raid came. By the way, I want to be very clear. I did not come up with Space Raid.
No, yeah, no, I know that much.
Space Raid came from Scorp looking at Air Raid and saying, what if we made Troy pressing supper? Let's get some fours in chat.
4th in chat, people.
So they basically built a playbook solely to exclude the running back. That was the entire premise.
I would call it a fucking joke.
It's a fantastic playbook if you have the right people, and it works 50% of the time.
But when it works, it works.
When it works, it's
I would call that
beautiful.
playbook he's down there somewhere.
Heavy on water bottle. Gonna get the first there.
I mean, yeah, Space Raid they're down there somewhere, but it's not just, well, Keishane Thompson's down there somewhere, because that's just throw it deep to Keishane.
Oh,
It's-
incomplete.
Keishane Thompson's
this-
down there somewhere. Dev Boateng's
Oh,
down there somewhere.
oh,
Sit
God.
deep! He's gonna go! Oh!
I know.
All the way to the 30.
Gets to the 30.
Good job.
That's getting close to field goal.
A
Field goal range. Did they have a
47-yard run.
They have a bot kick, like a upgraded bot kicker.
So they can actually make these.
Yep. Second
Doing
and
it all
4
yourself,
for the
bud. Doing
Gets
it
another
all
stick.
yourself right now.
Chuck is just deciding to say, fuck it, I'll do it myself.
Yep.
Water bottle gets knocked backwards. It's 3rd and 10 now.
I think They should play it safe and get the field goal, personally.
I think so.
Cranwater's had an active game on defense.
Absolutely.
Yeah. 4th and 5, they're probably going to
Run
kick it here.
25 yards. Let's see.
Is this kicker going to be replaced by another? Kick is up and is good.
It's good. It's
Let's
43
go.
yards.
Some
That's
points.
This kicker
Sneaks
will,
it just inside the upright.
in the rain.
this kicker is going to be eating their oil tonight. Not being left out in the rain to rust.
Yeah. I imagine with pain in the rain, but there are certain points there'll be barely anybody in the stands.
Oh yeah, it was bar with a great run there. It was a miserable game, but it was also hilarious. We didn't know what we were doing. We were young and stupid. Now we're just stupid.
Bar with a good run there to get the first. Time's ticking down. We're sticking to the run game now. Bar gets about 7. But to be fair, they only need a field goal to tie it, so.
Well, it's working if they hurry up.
Yep.
Gotta hurry up.
Ooh, that's not going to
Work
help.
that time.
Mottsville
Kirkpatrick the
Prunes, though,
second.
can't quite do it.
Ah,
Ryan
prime legacy there.
Yeah, but Dave, we should
Incomplete.
remove him from the tracker account just so this would then will help with assignments.
Now you have to go for it.
What? Sorry?
We should remove Bar from. I'll remove Bar from the count tonight.
Oh, yeah. I can put him on. Yeah, I'll take him off.
And Holt with
Oh,
a
it's
great
caught.
catch
Oh,
there.
completion.
And all of a sudden, we could be looking at overtime, folks.
Yep.
Chris Warwick, 5 for 15. But is playing pretty well. Throwing deep, one-on-one incomplete.
Incomplete. Second and 10 for the Seahorses.
Warwick looking. Gonna go to Bar.
Bar
He's going to get the
pushes
first.
extends his body, but not enough
Oh,
for
he's
the
not.
first.
They call it, Zebras call a timeout.
3rd and inches.
Bottom in the
They give it
fullback.
to the fullback, but he's
Staying
trying to fight for the
alive.
first. I don't think he had
No.
it. No.
No, he does not.
Kirkpatrick is there.
Now they're going to have to do it. Now the Zebras are going to have some time to do something.
Kick is up and
Kicks,
good.
good. I thought it was going to be no good at first.
I did too. Part of me dreamed.
Zebras have 1 timeout and 34 seconds to do something. Or we're going to overtime. Unless something crazy happens.
I mean, we've seen crazy things happen.
He just got
Golden stop,
speared.
25.
All right, this drive is going to start at the 27. Give it to the running back.
Gotta send it. Absolutely.
Playing for
They're
overtime.
just picking up some extra yards before using the timeout. Third and 1.
And unless they score on this play, someone's gonna have to ping Colin Porter.
3, 2,
There's
1.
not even gonna
ping
snap
him.
it.
Ping him.
All right, folks, let's get some
How do you
fives
not?
in
He's taking
chat.
Put your 5s in chat. I just realized with 7 overtimes, that'd be 11 quarters.
Yeah. Oh, that was the other thing. The overtimes in the old one, didn't change field position or reset. So it just kept on where it was. And it was 2 minute quarters. So the AI was basically just like sending it, missing, sending it, missing, and then kicking a field goal they couldn't make. It was fantastic.
Sack of a loss there. It's in there. I get living by the run, dying by the run, but
Yeah. Sit deep under pressure and in
that.
trouble. And Cranwater's going to get him.
Yep, they're not the punt their own 14. Rough. So I guess you want to punt your opponent's 14.
Yeah. If you're punting at your opponent's 14, your head coach deserves to be fired into the sun.
Oh, tackle for loss. Freak. JoJo Freak. That is a wonderful name. Good blocking. Get a few. Burn 9.
Ward finds
It's
Hogue.
Chocolate Hogic, who just jogs. Like did a merry little jog after he caught it.
Wait, Dave, isn't Hogue in last year's draft?
Nope. This is yeah, probably another player we have to figure something out with. I did notice that they recreated their same player, and it was in this season. So yeah, I'll have
Burn
to take
12 for the Seahorses.
again, not updated. So
Less worried about that.
Did they get drafted in the last draft?
No.
nope.
4th and 9. If the kicker makes it, game over.
Or if they did, they're automatically waived. Because that'll do it. Seahorse win it 6-3.
We don't even get to see the kick.
You did, yeah. You don't see a celebration.
Yeah.
All right. So that'll do it. Dave, what's next on our schedule?
You again, Dev League preseason 2 on Friday, and then Sunday we'll have Pro preseason 2.
Sounds good. Well, look forward to seeing everyone on Friday then.
I'll try to be there.
See ya.
Thank you everyone
See ya.
for tuning in. And yeah, we'll see you next time.